Just so very good morning everyone, and welcome to these classes which were conducted online, artificial intelligence classes. For the last few classes, like we have been in 22nd session today. So we have started second unit officially. Like yesterday we are talking about an algorithm called as best first search algorithm. More interestingly, from yesterday we are trying to discuss about various algorithms which uses the heuristic, which is very important. So since yesterday we started algorithms which have something called as heuristic. So we are talking about this heuristic since I started artificial intelligence, because heuristic, we call it as writing the algorithm in a smart way. Whenever heuristic is there, the meaning is you're writing or you're proposing algorithms which would lead to the goal with less steps, or the heuristic is an intrusion. A heuristic is an equation or a statement which will guide your algorithm. So this is the reason most probably in every class, in one way or other way, I am talking about heuristic. So heuristic creates some intrusion. A heuristic will allow you to have your strategy. There is no need that you select some game called as tic-tac-toe game or a 8 puzzle game or a chess game. Every time the heuristic is same. There is no need. Heuristic will change with respect to the perception of how do you understand the problem. You feel at some point of time the heuristic of tic-tac-toe can be the different heuristic that we have discussed yesterday. The same way in 8 puzzle problem also you can have a different heuristic. Heuristic is a strategy of some person who is programming. So the same way yesterday I said we have a heuristic yesterday in best first search. Today also we will see the traces of A star algorithm, where my interest of yesterday class and today class is what type of different heuristics are there and what will happen if you change the heuristic, and how fast you get the output if you take a proper heuristic. That is the reason, if you remember yesterday, day for yesterday also, we are using two different type of lists. One is called as open, the other one is called as closed. Every time the data structure which represents this open will change. When you take a best first search algorithm, yesterday we were discussing the open is a priority queue. If you take the same thing in the earlier classes, we are talking about breadth first search, then your open consists of queue, and DFS, the open consists of stack. And my intention is not thinking about open, but my intention is whenever you wish to perform some intelligent operations and artificial intelligence, you need to choose the appropriate data structure. Once you need the appropriate data structure and you know the methodology, obviously the strategy is very simple. So this class is again a simple class which will be only for 30 minutes. Most probably till 9:30, not beyond that. That's what I planned. We'll see what will happen. So it's very simple class. It can be easily understood once you understood the earlier two classes. Even though if you don't attend last two classes also, you can just have uh, a good concentration. You'll get the things very easily. So again, whenever people talk about informed search or guided search, the meaning is your algorithm is having some heuristic. And then just I will start the different ways of heuristics, and just we'll see what exactly we have done in the last class. We have seen how does your best first search algorithm will work. Whenever you think about a best first search algorithm, it is a combination of DFS and BFS. You have a heuristic, And many times this best first search algorithm can be called as greedy algorithm. The reason is greedy talks about what is the best at that moment. In the same way, your best first search algorithm, that what we have discussed yesterday, talks about what is the promising node at that moment. It will not compare what will happen before and what can happen later. So it is only concerned about, the best first search algorithm is only concerned about what is the value at that moment, what is the best promising node at that moment. That is the reason we have seen yesterday two examples where one example I have taken will get the output faster. Once I change the values, then your algorithm will take more time. In fact, it is almost has visited every node to find your goal. So yesterday when I'm tracing the algorithm, I have identified, I said you have a starting state, and I said you have a goal state, and you have used this open and closed lists for the last 2 or 3 classes. So most of the people know this open and closed. Open is a list which consists of nodes that are not visited. So closed is a list which can have the visited nodes. That's what we have discussed. Open will change with respect to the application that you take. When you take best first search, it is a priority queue. When you take a breadth first search, it is a queue. And when you take DFS, it is a stack. This is what we have discussed. And we will move into A star algorithm, which have two versions. Very simple algorithm with two versions. But the interest of the class that you have 2 days of time, you can write the assignments. Apart from that, you can just try to write an algorithm for best first search. What is that we have done yesterday is how do you see the algorithm in the terms of implementation. So once you are clear with the implementation, I felt that you can write your algorithm on own. So Tuesday class, when we meet again, we will write the algorithm for best first search. We will also write the algorithm for A star. But my interest is once you know the methodology, how does your algorithm will operate, then obviously you have every chance or you have every intuition to write the algorithm. That is the reason I'm just deferring to write the algorithm. So A star algorithm that we are going to discuss today will have two versions. Whenever I say some algorithm has two versions, the meaning is the difference is it has a different heuristic and this will have a different heuristic. As far as this unit is concerned, when I say you have two different versions of algorithms, the meaning is one version of the algorithm has a different heuristic, the other version will have a different heuristic. So we will see what is the heuristic of the first version and second version. And now as far the syllabus is concerned, you have only version 2 in the syllabus. But to know how this heuristics will change, you take any standard textbook called as Rich and Knight or Mark Collins or Patterson. They will have this type of discussion. What will happen with the first version? Why you need to go for a second version? When the second version will work better? When the first version will do better? And this type of discussion is very important. When you have the same algorithm doing the repeated same task, you need to differentiate the algorithms. So that's what yesterday also said. You have many sorting algorithms for the same input, you get the same output, but you need to differentiate when I can use this algorithm, when I can use that algorithm is also the interest of your artificial intelligence. So we have seen that actually best first search, we have seen the difference between best first search and other algorithms till date is best first search algorithm will use a heuristic. That heuristic I said at this in the earlier class is heuristic is the promising node at that moment is what the heuristic that we have used. So this far we can answer for this question. What is the difference between best first search and other algorithms is the heuristic. And you can discuss about what is the difference between best first search and A star algorithm after this class. So this class is very simple. Like somebody can unmute yourself and just answer this query like what is the heuristic for best first search algorithm? What is the heuristic that we have used yesterday?
It says that what is the best way at that moment.
Yes, yes. So yesterday, if you remember, what is that we have done is just I'm just discarding this. So whatever diagram you take, at this moment at S, what is the promising node? At this moment S, you have a promising node as A. The reason is it is 1 and the distance for here is 10, something like that. So now, so the discussion was already happened. So what will happen in this class? Just we'll see. So in this class, what is that we're trying to do is we have two versions of A star algorithm that we'll see that version number 1. In this version 1, what is the heuristic is? H of x is the heuristic. In yesterday class, we have seen that h of 1 of x is the heuristic. h1 of x talks about the best node at that moment, but h of x talks about the distance between the starting node to the current node. Just I will just show you what exactly is this. So what is the h of x value at f? Can somebody tell me?
G, sir.
See, at f, you have two nodes that can be visited. It can be either I or G. So as per yesterday class is concerned, at f, two nodes, two type of paths can be there. I value is 9, G value is 0. So I feel going to G is better, yesterday class. But today's class, your heuristic talk about, since I am talking about f, I can call that f as a current node. What is the distance that is needed to travel from S to F? At, see, the value at that moment of F is how much distance or how much cost it has taken from S to F. Can somebody tell me? If you wish to come from S to B, the value is 4. B to F, the value is 2. So what is the cost of reaching to F from S?
6, sir.
Yes.
6, sir.
So 4 plus 2 is the 6. That is what the heuristic that you need to understand here. So to reach the success of f, I need to have 6 plus 9 or 6 plus 0, because 6 plus 9 is the value that I can have, 6 plus 0 is the value that G can have. So obviously what will happen is we will go for G. That's something like that. So now here I'm just using this, and this is what the example that I have taken. So I'm just type something called as algorithm 1, and h of x is the distance from start node to the current node. So this is what it is. So if you see this diagram, you have to start with S and the goal is G. So what is the h of value, h of x value for S? From S, two paths are there. You can go from S to A or S to G. There is a direct path. So what is if you start from S to A, the h of x value is 1. If you start from S to G, the h of x value is 10. But see here, what is the h of x value at B?
Three.
So B is 3. What you said is right. Now see, we'll just get into the more details now. So I am only talking about the first version of this A star algorithm. The first version of the A star algorithm says you take a heuristic. That heuristic talks only about the distance between the starting node to the current node. Now this is what we are talking. So what type of heuristic, like S to B some path is there? If I have something like this also, if there is a chance you have something like this also with respect to 2. So how many f of x values are possible at B or h of x? Because I said, see here, I have written a statement like this. Whatever heuristic I take at this moment is h of x. What is h of x? Is the distance between the starting state to the current state. So current state I am talking about B. So how many h of x values are possible at B? How many
Two
paths?
possibilities.
Yes. How many paths are there to reach B? S to A to B. So the value at this moment is 3. Apart from that, you can also travel S to G, G to B. So what is the cost at this moment is 12. So since 3 and 12, so I will take only 3. That's what your algorithm will says. So can somebody tell me what is the difference between A star algorithm, the first version, and the earlier class we spoke about best first search algorithm? What is the difference? See, earlier class we spoke about an algorithm which talks about a heuristic value at this moment B is, we can only talk about a value called as 5. See, I just draw like this, something like this from G. I have said you will go to this place, something like that. So just we'll understand this once we just trying to solve this example, then we can just have a better understanding here. Just I will disable this and we'll have an example, then we'll see. So the same example that we take. So the trace of the algorithm is something like this. So as per the this diagram is concerned, what will be there in this open list? What is the starting point is S and the goal state is G. So what should you have here? Is it right? Just a minute, is my voice is audible? See, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay, then just try to answer the queries if you have. So this is the diagram that we are talking, and this is what we are trying. The open is yes, is it right? So in the next iteration, what will happen is S will be placed in close. And what are the successors of S?
A or G?
A or G. Okay. A is there and G is there. What do you think that open is? What type of data structure open is in A star algorithm?
Priority queue.
Is a priority queue the same thing? So for the next two algorithms also, every time open will be a priority queue. So A and G. So A value at this moment is 1 and G value at this moment is 10. So since this is a priority queue, then the node that is visited is A. So you will get S and A. So G is already there. with some value called as 10. What are the successors of A as per this diagram is concerned? Successors of A are
B and C, sir.
yes, yes. So you have to write B and C. So when you say B, what is the cost that was incurred to reach B? To reach B from starting state, what is the amount of uh, distance that you have occurred if you have this SCAB path?
3, sir.
Yes. So for B you write 3. If you choose C, the cost is
2.
2. So if you see, this is 2 and G value is already there as 10. So again this is a priority queue. So what will happen here is I will have C, B, G. 2 will be here and again I have 3 here. So this is a priority queue. Again I have to take C. So S, A, C will come. So once C has come here, then what are the neighbors of C? You need to think. So what are the neighbors or what are the successors of C at this moment?
D and G, sir.
D and G. So you write straight away D, G, B, G. So what is the value of D? Just tell me what is the value of D from C. From C you are going, so 1 plus 1 plus 3, the value is
5.
5.
5. So what you said is right. This is 5. And you have something called as G, it is already there. So what is the value of G if you are moving from C? 1 plus 1 plus 4, that is
6.
6. It is right. 6. And you have something called as B. B value is already there. What is that B value actually?
5.
Is how much? B value is?
3, sir.
Sir.
B value is?
3, sir.
3, sir.
Yes, yes. What you said is right. So once again, we are least bothered about the diagram. We are only bothered about the values here. So again, if you restructure, you have B here, D here, G here. What is this? 2 times G has come. So what is the value that is least you have to take if G has come for 2 times? So B, what is the value of B? The value of B you said is 3. What is the value of, what is the next least value is? D, the D
5.
value is 5. And then you take G, the least value as per as the G is concerned is 6. So again the same story, just we have S is already there, C is already there. So the next node to be visited must be B because B has a lesser value. So you need to explore the successor of B. Again you have only one successor of B, that is D. So you have D here, but D has a value that you got from here is how much you have to get is if what is the value that D you will have here? 1 plus 2 plus 5, is it right?
8.
8. You will get a 8 here, but D is already there. Just we will see what is at this moment D value is 8, but D is already there with some other different value, 5 and 6. So 5 and 6. Anyway, because D is already there with a smaller value, then I can just remove this. D value is 5. So next thing that has to visit is D. So again the same way, S, A, C, B, D. What are the successors of D? Is G. So G is already here with two values. One value earlier is 6. What is the new value for G? Which is?
10, sir.
Yes, which is 10. So G value is 10. We don't need that value because G value is already less than this because 6 is already there. So finally, you have something called as S, A, C, B, D, G. So this is what the path you got. S, A, C, B.
Sir,
Please.
but we don't have path from C to B, no, sir.
Yes, what you said is right. The path will not be there. This is only I'm just doing a printing. But when you need to, that is the reason. When you write the algorithm for best first search as well as this A star, every time when you explore a successor, you need to remember the path. This is how your open and closed structure will only operate. So your algorithm will look like something different. Like whenever you are exploring a successor, you need to store the parent. Then only whatever switching will happen. This is not the output. This is the output of close. But if you wish to print, you need to print a path. Yesterday also I said, when you wish to print a path from S to G, every time you have to remember the parent. When I talk about the parent, then the complexity algorithm will increase. Even in the next class, most probably Tuesday or Monday, when I take a class, I will write a best first search algorithm which talks not only about printing open and close. Open and close is just the way in which your algorithm will work in the terms of two data types, data structures called as open and close. But when your the printing will happen, I need to have the algorithm. I have to backtrack. This is what it is. This is only just to tell you this is how this close and open will operate as far as these values are concerned. But without having the path, it's very without having see this. If you see this output, it's very difficult to understand what exactly the outcome of this A star. Actually, if you remember, the A star algorithm is an algorithm which will give the path from your starting state to goal state. That path till now we have not printed, or we are not thinking about the path. We are only just thinking about, for the last two classes, how does this open and close will operate. But what you raised, the question is very apt because we need to think about the path. So whenever we discuss about path, what is that we do is we try to have a solution. If the so see at this moment, if I say I go from S to A to C, I feel that there is another promising path. Then we just don't remember this path. We will remember the other path. So how do you change the parent? That is what we have to discuss, and we will discuss. At this moment, the question is valid. So this is my intention of the class is the first version of A star algorithm has a heuristic. That heuristic considers the distance between the starting node to the current node. Can somebody guess, like I have written something like this? The second version of heuristic algorithm will have g of x plus h of x. What can be this heuristic? Can somebody can guess? See, if you same example that I have added something, just I will show what is that added part. The same diagram, you have something called as this is what the same diagram. So A star algorithm and BFS algorithm will just try to have different type of examples. Then we try to think about the parents. So that is the reason I have taken the unidirectional graph initially. So can somebody tell me what is the difference between the earlier diagram and this diagram that I'm just displaying now here? or I can display here also because the diagram is also here. What is the difference between the earlier diagram and this diagram? See, earlier diagram I have shown only this part. This diagram I have shown this part also. Can somebody tell me what can be this part? See, if you see various textbooks, you have various representations of f of x, g of x, h of x. But as per the A-star algorithm is concerned, so what are the heuristic that was selected in the earlier, like A-star algorithm in the first version? What are the heuristic that I have selected? I will just explain with a small example. So, what is the promising node at A?
C, sir.
See, at that, see what you said is right. So, as far as A star first version is concerned, what is the promising node at A? See, best first search is concerned at this moment at A, C is better because 2 and 1. But in A star algorithm first version, what is that we have to do is for A, you have two neighbors B and C. So you need to compute 1 plus 2 and you need to compute 1 plus 1. So which is better means again C is better. So this path is better at this moment. So A star algorithm initial version has concentrated on the distance from the starting state to the current node, because the current node, if this is the current node, the distance is 2. If this is the current node that you have taken as B, then the distance is 3. So 3 is better or 2 is better means 2 is better, you select C. So what will happen if you predict the distance from current state to the goal state? Is it that is better? See, you are talking about the distance from starting state to a current state. If there is a chance that if you know the approximate distance from the current state to goal state also, is it good for you to predict something which is more adaptable?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So that is what your A-star algorithm does. A-star algorithm, in some textbooks, the nomenclature will change in the respect to h of x and g of x, but A-star algorithm talks about the heuristic, which is called as f of x equal to g of x plus h of x. So this g of x and h of x interchangeably they will use. In some textbooks, they say g of x is the distance between the starting state to the current state, and h of x is the distance between the current state to the goal state. In some textbooks, they say interchangeable they use, but whatever expression they use, but the meaning is same. So A-star algorithm, the final version that was given in textbook says, if you consider the distance between the starting state to a current state, and you guess what can be the distance between the current state to goal state, then they say your algorithm has a better heuristic. So that is what this is what this is. Textbooks, the nomenclature will change. if you follow a textbook called as Sahani, or the textbook that you have prescribed for JNTU, they say it is G of x. All the other textbooks you follow like Rich and Knight, they say H of x, but the meaning is same. You can say f of x is equal to g of x, where g of x is the distance between starting state and current state, and you can say h of x is the estimated distance from current state to goal. You can take it in wise, but this is very important. This slide is very important. The reason is, best first search algorithm talks about values at that instant or at that node. So that is the reason we call it as a greedy search also. So A star algorithm first version talks about the distance from starting node to current node. The last version talks both about g of x plus h of x. G of x can be the distance between the starting node to current node. H of x can be the distance from the current node to starting node, current state to goal state. So once these two are added, they say you have a better algorithm. You have a better algorithm which have a better heuristic. But can somebody tell me when this version 2 will be more reliable? See, the second version of your A star algorithm says you consider the distance from starting state to the current state. This I say it is a current state. You need to predict, because this prediction will be given. If you have a prediction, what is the distance between the goal state to the current state to the goal state, then this is also better, they say. So textbook you can take it as g of x, in some textbooks you take it as h of x. So the intention of the second version of your ASR algorithm is you take a value which is the distance between the starting state to a current state, and you take a value that can predict something, the distance between the current state to a goal state. My question is very simple. When can the second version we are talking, if you are talking about second version, can be reliable and most people can use that? When can the second version will be more useful? So the second version of your A star algorithm will largely depend upon the h of x. H of x is the prediction of what can be the distance between the current state to the goal state. This is every time a prediction, but this gx of x is a fact. But in your exams, they will give like this. They will give the g of x at this moment for all the g of x, and they will give the estimation also. But you need to understand, whenever some value is 0, the meaning is that is a goal. There is no need that you have to explicitly mention that goals. So you need to just tell me what is the difference between the heuristics that we have applied today. Can somebody just unmute and just tell me what is the heuristic that we have applied today? What is the first heuristic for your A star algorithm?
Distance between start state to the current state.
Yes, the nomenclature will change. If you take Rich and Knight, it can be called as h of x, some textbook says g of x, whatever it may be, what you said is right. So the second version of your A star algorithm says you need to consider not only the distance between the starting state to current state, you need to consider the estimated and approximate distance from the current state to goal state. If that parameter is also taken into consideration, then you have a better algorithm for A star. Third version was also there in A star algorithm. That was not there in the syllabus. So when we meet again, most probably on Monday again, I will take a class because I cannot continue this class for another 10 or 15 minutes. The reason is we have MTech reviews which will start exactly at 10 o'clock. So today just have forcibly conclude this class with only one version that was discussed for A star algorithm, and we will discuss in detail about the A star algorithm version 2 in the next class. Then she has raised a very important question in the class, like there is no path but you are processing. How does it will happen, and how do you think about the parent? If you wish to move to D, there are only two paths. You cannot come straight away from S to D. How it will happen? That discussion will happen. So if you have any doubts, just you can just unmute and can interact, or you can just leave the class today for joining in other class. And for other yesterday's post that I kept, like we have a tie-up with A Labs with Vishnu Women's Campus, and they have promised us to visit our campus most probably in 2021. So that is the reason we spoke to that conference people, and we just try to have our students a different perception. And they said they will accommodate 100 students. That's what they said. So if you wish to enroll for that conference, you can enroll, and then you can understand what type of real problems AA is going to handle. So at this moment, I'm just stopping this recording and I just concluding this class.